Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Frank, have you grown?
Yeah, I've been sleeping in a grow bag, mate. So I've put another 6 inches on.
Anyways, Denzel Bentley becomes a British champion. What a performance as well.
Well, he done extremely well. You know, he jumped, he got on the front foot in this fight rather than counter punching. But Tommy was obviously very much hampered by it was a terrible eye injury. You know, and his corner done the right thing in pulling him out. He couldn't see, and maybe we'll get the fight on again. Next year sometime. But hats off to Denzel. Done what he had to do, and he's won the belt won the British middleweight title, which are prestigious titles to hold. You think of all the great British middleweights over the years, in his 15th fight. Brilliant performance.
Yeah, in terms of Mark, he had to be pulled out of there. It just wasn't safe for him to carry on with that busted eye.
Exactly, and as I say, Mark done the right thing. Mark's corner done the right thing, and that's how it should be.
What's next for Denzel? If that trilogy fight doesn't happen, what are we looking at for Denzel, you reckon?
Well, he'll want to defend his title, won't he? And that's what it'd be, and I'm quite sure he'll be looking to win a Lonsdale belt now. So we'll work on that.
Possible fight with Felix Cash?
Yeah, there's lots of fights out there, and I don't think he's too concerned about ducking anybody. He'll fight anybody.
Tommy Fury, another stoppage win for him tonight. He was a little bit disheartened with his performance. What did you and his dad, Big John Fury, tell him? Because you seemed impressed with Tommy tonight.
Well, I was. The way I look at it is that he last fought when he was about 15. He had 10 fights as an amateur, 15 years of age. So he's 21 now. He's been out the ring for a year, and he's come back in, and he's done extremely well. I mean, there were nice shots he was putting together. Once he got his jab, once he started getting more power in his jab rather than feeling him out in the first round, once he started really emphasising the power in it, it was just a matter of time. And the guy was always open for that uppercut, and he caught him perfectly with it. And it was quite a serious knockout.
Yeah, Tommy's always shown that he's a good closer.
Oh, he is. He's got power. And remember, he's under a lot of pressure as well, being Tyson's brother. I mean, it is a lot of pressure, but he's got a long way to go yet. He's still got a lot of learning to do. But if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's obviously got a great attitude. He's fit, he's strong. It's not like he's taking time out and doing things he shouldn't be doing. I mean, he's a natural athlete. So I'm extremely pleased, and obviously next year is going to be a big year for him. He keeps doing what he's doing.
Talking about good closers, Keema Nijako, what a finish from him.
Do you know what? How accurate were those punches that he threw for at the end? Really strong, powerful punches. Tremendous finishing. I was really impressed with that. And the old Camden caretaker. He's tough. Come to fight. He took some punches. He was competitive, but that was a tremendous finish. I was really, really, really pleased with that.
Okay, aside from tonight, anyways, Frank, what is the situation with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder? Shelley Finkel's come out and says there's going to be a period of mediation and arbitration. What is going on with that contract?
Well, there is at the moment. It's before an arbitrating judge in the States, and he'll make a decision how they feel it's going to be. But I don't think that's going to be for a good week, maybe even longer before he makes the decision. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens.
Tyson's boxing in London, December 5th.
What's happening regarding Tyson will be announced on Monday next week.
But this Deontay Wilder situation for next year, this trilogy is still potentially in play, because obviously a few weeks ago yourself and Bob Arum said it's essentially done, the contract's expired, time's up, but from what's going on now, there is still a chance this Wilder fight could happen.
Well, I don't know if there's any, from what I've seen, that contract's expired unless anything else was done, which I'm unaware of.
But in general, a good night here, and roll on Dubois, Joyce, and then of course Tyson, December 5th.
Well, keep your fingers crossed, and that's where we are. But we got the, as you say, there's Triple D and the Juggernaut in there on the 28th, and I'm really looking forward to that. That I believe is going to be something special, something extra special.
We're only 2 weeks out from it, and people are already talking about it here. I mean, that is the fight in terms of the UK of the year by far.
Yeah, it is, and I know I'm sort of a busted record. It's just a shame it's not in front of an audience. Same as tonight. Could you imagine the atmosphere? We've had some good fights tonight, some excellent fights, and it's a shame, you know, 3 of the guys three of the fights couldn't go on because of the COVID and the positive test. But we still got a good show out of it. The show went on, and it was, I think, a decent night's boxing.
Just a word on Faz. I don't know how updated you are on the situation, but we're in talks about this vaccine coming out now. In terms of events next year, do you think they are more likely? Have the government or the British board said anything to you about this? That we are now moving towards a vaccine, and if people are vaccinated, we can safely go to events, etc. Have you heard anything?
Well, what they're saying, same as I think was, which is in the public domain, that they do have a vaccine that they've tested, and they're talking about rolling it out sometime in December. After that, we'll see how many people get vaccinated and what will be the outcome of that. Everybody, not just in boxing and sport, you know, everybody wants to get back to work, want to get their business and get back to some normality. And the only way, as I've said all along, is it's only going to happen if you get a vaccine and getting people vaccinated. So fingers crossed, what we're reading and what's being said, you know, I think they had a couple of at their sort of press meetings they had this week, the government or Boris Johnson, they said that it's looking good. So fingers crossed that's what happens. If that happens, we'll get crowds back in the arenas.
Okay, Frank Warren, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and I'll see you in Dubois Joyce Fight Week.
I'll see you when I'm looking at you.
I always say that.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.